Okay, I'm gonna try another patch on the Behringer 2600, and this time we're gonna start with feedback. So we're gonna take the headphone output and run it into the preamp at times 1000. And then we're gonna go out from the preamp into the multiple, and we're gonna use one of these LED cables so we can see the rate of the feedback. We'll hear it pretty clearly, but it'll be nice to see it as well. So we'll go out from the multiple to the first input of the filter, or the second. Maybe we'll leave the ring mod one available if we want to bring it in later. And then we got to turn everything up. So the pitch of this feedback oscillator you can adjust with the headphone knob. And we are going to take a second copy of the feedback and run it into the second input of the filter for a more level, and we're going to bring up the VCF slider for a more level. Now we're going to take the third output of the multiple and mod the VCF with it and bring it down. The more you filter the feedback, the slower the rate gets until a certain point where it gets faster. So we can start modulating the filter with VCO2. We can do more things with this feedback. We can, say, clock the sample and hold. And we'll go out from the sample and hold into the lag, and out from the lag into the first input of the voltage processor, in case we want to mix some things here later, and then out from the inverted first part of the voltage processor into the VCF. So now we can take what was normaled here, VCO2 sine, and put it into the other input of the mixer voltage processor. And send the sample and hold to it as well. So we can take another copy of this feedback and run it into the VCA in DC mode. And we have VCO1 as the other input. We're gonna use another LED cable, and we'll go into the second modulation input of the VCF. So this extra feedback isn't coming through all the time, and we can affect how often it comes through with VCO1. So because we used a lot of stackables, we have another feedback. We can clock the envelope, trigger the envelope, I mean. And we can bring the ring mod up here, see what it's doing. So we still have oscillator 3 available. We can mix it into this mixer input here. Send it to the filter. Maybe sync it to VCO1 and mod it with VCO2. We can try mixing the unpreamped feedback in here. And we can play with the rate of the feedback. Turn the initial gain up. So we still have the LFO available, which we can mod the oscillators with. And we have the internal clock, which I don't know where to send it exactly at the moment, but we'll send it somewhere. We'll send it to VCO2. Anything we can use to give the patch more playability is good. So, what else do we have? We have the envelope follower still, which we could send to VCO1. And bring the ring mod up in the filter. It's getting a little hairy. Some low frequency noise. Put VCO1 back down to low. So let's try to slow this down. So we still have the -10, which we could run to the oscillators. Can add some reverb and see if it does anything to the feedback. It definitely does.